Hello everyone, Andy Schwab here with your Northern Ag TV. Montana's very own Jeff Winkler was recently named the chair of the USP and Lentil Trade Association. Of course, you may know Winkler from his time at Maddock Ag in Fort Benton or his time as Montana's Pulse Crop Committee Pulse Industry Representative. Winkler told me last week that the USPLTA was founded in 1962 and represents a lot of folks in the pulse and lentil industry after the crop comes out of the field.
The trade association really represents the entire industry downstream from the farm. So the elevators, processors, packagers, food manufacturers, transportation and shipping companies. There's a wide range of people represented, and it's really a dynamic industry. But as such, a lot of different opinions to pull together when making decisions for the betterment of the industry as a whole.
Now, speaking of the crop in the field, he told me that the latest crop conditions report shows that some of the pea and lentil conditions this year are very spotty, with some areas being very good, while other areas have been pretty bad, actually, unfortunately. And the drought in those areas has been as bad as it has been in 2021.
We have areas where it's good to very good and areas where it's dismal to non-existent. It'll be an average to below average crop overall. The latest NASS numbers, National Ag Statistics Service numbers that were out just the other day show the Montana lentil crop condition overall in the worst shape in close to recorded history, even worse than the overall drought year in 2021.
As mentioned earlier, Jeff Winkler brings nearly 30 years of agriculture industry experience to the role of the USP and Lentil Trade Association chairman, a veteran of Montana's Golden Triangle and beyond. He's actually held the chair position before and told me that he's looking to build on that experience from the first term and help add to some of the domestic demand, along with finding export markets for the USPLTA.
In the last 20 years, we have gone from relying primarily on exports and government food aid business through the PL 480 program to really having a fairly robust and growing domestic market. It started off with chickpeas, and now there's an awful lot of yellow peas that are used as ingredients in protein supplements, gluten-free products, pet food. So the tariffs definitely have an impact. They have an impact on our export business, which is still very important to the industry. It's buffered a little bit by growing domestic usage.
Now, Winkler will be leading a 9-member board through his leadership as trade rules, export policy, and transportation grading standards, along with international market access, just to name a few. Congratulations, Winkler, on that nomination as well. And that's going to wrap us up on today's Northern Ag TV. But we'll say thanks to our sponsor, BNSF, and see you guys next time right here on Northern Ag TV.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.